Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for One Piece manga chapter 974. So yeah, I'm really excited to read. We have Gori on the cover here, and the title is, hold on, let me go back to it, Onward to Onigashima. So I think we're finally getting back to the present time. It's been a million years. I mean, I've seen people with a lot of mixed opinions on the flashback arc. I personally liked the flashback arc. I kind of liked it more than what was going on in Wano in the present time. But yeah, I enjoyed it. But despite me enjoying it, I am really ready to get back into the present time. Now, I thought we would have another chapter or two, maybe, of the flashback. But it seems like with this title, we could be going back to the present time right now. But yeah, chapter 974, Onward to Onigashima. We have Gori on the frontispiece here, carrying, I'm assuming that's chiffon? Gangbash's Oh My Family, Volume 22, Save the Godfather's Wife. Or what if it's going to be a thing where it is, instead of chiffon, it is actually Lola, and Gori found her. But either way. Alright, I have more coins for you, Ushimitsu. You're putting yourself in danger again. Well, the money checks out. I'll go distribute it in Ebisu Town. Thank you. And of course we have Komurasaki always, getting these, tricking these guys out of their money, working together with Denjiro slash Kyoshiro, who was being the Ushimitsu, or the Ox 3 guy. Also, I said last time that I thought that when we saw Denjiro go into the place and we had the two versions of Denjiro come out, I thought the younger, or the dark-haired one that looked a lot like him, I was like, oh, that must be his son. That could still be right, but now that I've thought about it more, it also could be something. Maybe there's some sort of devil fruit or power that lets you, or some sort of swordsmanship technique that lets you split into two, like a yin and yang type thing, and we have the sort of light-haired Kyoshiro the Mad, and then the dark-haired Denjiro that left Wano and went on to become Zoro's instructor. But who knows? Please remember to wear your blood bags under the kimono, my lady. Orochi's completely smitten with you, and he has no idea that you're Lord Odin's daughter. I'm sure that must be difficult for you. If the time comes, we'll separate Komurasaki from Orochi through death in order to keep you safe. I'll be fine. We're almost there. We're almost to 20 years. A few months ago, they've come for me, the ghosts of the past. They've really come. Toki's powers were real after all. Kinemon, Kanjuro, Raizo, Kikunojo, Momonosuke. The 5 of them have leapt into the present from that very day 20 years ago. And we see Orochi freaking out to Kaido. Does that power really exist? They escaped from that burning castle? You sure someone isn't just getting a rise out of you because you're terrified, says Kaido. I'm sure of it. Look at this letter. Keep watching the shores. I'm certain you'll spot people leaving the country. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, don't kill them if they're still alive. I've got questions for the Kozuki survivors after the last 20 years, says Kaido. This man is a trustworthy one. He was born into a popular theater troupe, but he lost his parents right on stage due to the persecution within Wano. Family of the daimyo killer, Eek, the only life he knew was in the theater. Now that he was utterly adrift, he could only survive by acting out a role. You're the descendant of the main Kurozumi family. That's right, and I got rid of the people who killed your parents. Kyo. But our vengeance is only just beginning. Okay. You will live your life as a true Kozuki, and ultimately, without a single soul noticing, you will die as a Kozuki. That is the grand role that I give you for this stage. Can you play it for me? Okay. Hold on, let me take this in more. The guy he's trying to think about the guy he's talking about. Okay, guy was born in Wano. His parents were killed. Okay. So he grew up in the theater, acting out a role. He came to Orochi when Orochi was with those guys, and Orochi already has his devil fruit by that point, it looks like. Okay, and they made somebody a Kozuki offering them a devil fruit. I've always been searching for the right place to bury my bones. It would be an honor. His only pleasure is in becoming another person. That's really interesting then. Every time that I went to Odin Castle to borrow money, he brought me twice the necessary amount out of the safe. It was only because I had that stockpile that I was able to join forces with you. The information he brought me about that fool Odin's raid was helpful too, I assume. But the part that made him truly insane was at the execution. He was fully prepared to die alongside Odin. He has no mind of his own. He lived as a perfect vassal of Kozuki until I stopped him. And he sent me information all the while. He was so faithful it was almost eerie. Present day Flower Capital, and now it has been 20 long years since the tragic death of the legendary samurai Kozuki Odin. It's the story of the deep grudge between the Kozuki clan and the Kurozumi clan, working with the pirate Kaido. So, I think that rather than them being somebody there deceiving Odin by pretending to be one of the 9 red sheaths, I think it's more likely that they might have been even playing the long con and working against Orochi and lying to Orochi. But who knows? We will see if there's a traitor among them. Okay. In order to fulfill Kozuki Odin... hold on, I missed something. Since tragic death, yeah. Story of the deep grudge between the Kozuki clan and the Kurozumi clan working with the pirate Kaido. In order to fulfill Kozuki Odin's wish of opening the country, the samurai leapt 20 years into the future, and after several months of risking life and limb, they found like-minded allies to the cause. Their fervent hopes were not in vain. All in all, they amassed an army of 4,200 warriors with weapons and ships. If all goes well, the soldiers for the raid will gather on the evening of the fire festival at Tokage Port, onward to Onigashima. If only all had gone well. Okay. Do not hold me back, Lord Momonosuke. No, stop. This is suicide. Kinemon, Kanjuro, Raizo, Kiku, Kawamatsu, Inuarashi, Ashura, stop. Where are you? Stop where you are. There was not a single one of the 4,200 soldiers that should have been present, and there were signs of destruction at the port with the stormy weather all about. No escape route. We've not given up, Lord Momonosuke. Our low numbers will allow us to sneak into their midst undetected, that I might plant my katana into Kaido's neck. As long as we live, we shall never give up. And we see them all crying as they go along. But it just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't this mean that our plan was leaked again? I thought the same thing. In fact, I suspect we all did, says Kanjuro. I did not want to consider this possibility, but it might be that one of us is in league with the enemy. But at this point, I do not even want to know. Master Kin, this isn't like you, says Kiku. If you aren't prepared to find the traitor, cut him down and move onward, then none of us can do so. But whoever it is, they will not confess. Kiku's right, Kin. Let us clear it all up now, by acknowledging that it was me. What? Okay, that was easier than I figured. Just admitting like that, so Kanjuro was a traitor all along. Okay. Kanjuro? This isn't funny. We all nearly boiled to death in that pot together. That's right. Nothing would have completed my role better than to die with you. Ever since I I guess his growing up on stage theater and everything, it fits the kabuki look that Kanjuro's always had. So I guess it does make sense all this time, given that backstory. That's right. Nothing would have completed my role better than to die with you. Ever since I completely lost my will to go on as a child, I've been searching for my place to die. He is really just monologuing his whole plan here. The man you thought I was never existed. Like we didn't even keep this mystery around for us to be guessing at. I shared joys and sorrows with you all, earning your absolute trust. And yeah, everybody thought there was a traitor back during like the Mink arc and everything. But no, I mean, maybe was all of that people were thinking a traitor? Was all of that Kanjuro? Alright. Earning your absolute trust, hating none of you, and meaning you no harm, the one thing I did was continually send Orochi information. Why would you do such a thing? My name is Kurozumi Kanjuro. Need I say more? When our first plan leaked, that wasn't because lost subordinates squealed. I shouldn't be surprised that Yasue exhibited quick, clever thinking and gave up his life to change the meeting place at the last second, but as soon as that information made its way to me, his death was officially in vain. And Zoe, you should not be able to reach Zoe without a Viver card. Didn't you think it was suspicious when Jack showed up there, Inuarashi? Why didn't you suspect any of us? Why didn't you suspect your own until it came to this? And we see them getting approached by some of Kaido's ships. I can't believe it. It really is all those Akazaya samurai, and our spy is among them. Is that you? It shouldn't have made sense to you. None of it, this entire time. Hey, it's true. Just like Lord Orochi said, there's a little boat heading for Onigashima. Wahaha, look at these idiots. Indeed. Kanjuro. And he gets cut down seemingly, but I doubt it's that easy, by Kinemon. Ka. I could have kept my secret and sunk to the bottom of the sea with you, true to my role to the very end. But Lord Orochi stopped me. He said, well done, the final act is finished. Once I bring Momonosuke, to Onigashima that is. Kinemon, and Momo's crying out to him, what, Lord Momonosuke? Why is Kanjuro back at the port? Then what is this one? And it was one of his paintings. So he must have been really good at painting this entire time. And that's how he was a spy. A painting? But the Kanjuro we know couldn't paint that well. Jeez, how can you sleep at a time like this? Is this ship fixed now? Whew, I slept and now I'm awake. That's when I'm the toughest. Who is that? Fire. Sorry we're a little late. And we see Luffy. Who is that? Look at the waves. I thought we sank all the enemy ships. There's something down on the seafloor. Who takes a rowboat out to sea in the middle of a storm? Are you crazy? Don't take the sea for granted, samurai. Huh? Is that? Oh, of course. They used Lost Submarine. Now we're taking fire from the other direction. I saw all those ships and samurai hanging out at the other ports like idiots. What are they doing? I nearly sank them all to get them out of my way. That looks like, and of course it's Kid. Sir Luffy, is everyone all right? So, you showed up after all, Jaggy. What in the world is happening? Like I'd let you have all the glory for taking down Kaido. Why didn't I hear about this? When you're at sea, Luffy, we have Momonosuke crying out. This doesn't make sense. They said we just had to sink a few samurai in a rowboat, but these guys are pirates. The worst generation. I thought they were locked up. Hey you, don't pick on samurai in a rowboat. When you're at sea, you fight against pirates. I don't know why. I should be so happy we're getting to see all this, and I'm happy to see those three teaming up and all that again. But it just seems like after all this time of being like, man, One Piece is paced really, really slow right now. Wow, things are going really slow. It just seemed like we skimmed through a bunch of things really quickly. And I feel like the reveal of Kanjuro as a traitor wasn't that great because we didn't do a great job of I just feel like Wano has been so all over the place with things happening after things with nothing to properly connect them, that when we get these reveals, like that Kyoshiro was the Ox 3 boy, that's been translated 20 million different ways. So just last chapter, I think, didn't they call him the midnight or the witching hour boy or something? So it's they've translated that a bunch of different ways, and it's all been so convoluted and confusing that the reveal, when we get it, is okay, I guess that sort of fills in some pieces and makes it a little bit less confusing. And now we're getting this random character who is Kanjuro now, who was the traitor all along, but I just don't feel like we did a good enough job to get to this point for Kanjuro to then just be like, oh yeah, it was me all along and this is how everything is going. So yeah, I feel like this moment, it would be cool and all, but I don't really feel like the build up to this moment was all that great, especially coming directly after that flashback. Like, it seems like it's been so long since we've been in the Wano or just the general main storyline that it's like we haven't thought about who the traitor is or anything like that enough before this reveal. I don't know. I just feel very, very like okay with the chapter. Yeah, okay. That's like I don't know. That's One Piece a lot lately though. I feel like as much as I really try to enjoy it and as much as I do enjoy One Piece a lot, it's just like on the week to week it's pretty okay. And I felt like this was a bit of an underwhelming reveal. So, I don't know. That's just where I am with it. But either way, gonna end it here. Like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you want to help support the channel on Patreon, it's patreon.com/Haku with the tubes, or a link will be in the description. Or if you want a link to the Discord server to talk to me or more of us about this or anything else, just ask and I can give you a link. But that's it. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.